Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we're going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Hawk fought Kyler during the events of Cobra Kai Season 3? So in this timeline, the events of Cobra Kai Season 2 would still happen. The school fight would still happen in this timeline. Miguel and Robbie would still fight. Robbie would still kick Miguel off the balcony, so Miguel would still be paralyzed, and Robbie would still go to juvie. The events of Season 3 would continue. The rivalry between Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do would continue, and Hawk would still try being Cobra Kai's #1 student. Johnny would still help Miguel recover in this timeline, and in juvie, Sean would still mess with Robbie. Carice would still visit Robbie, and he would still give him the advice to strike first. Those events would stay the same. Carice would still try to recruit new students for Cobra Kai, and he would still get Kyler and his friends, so Kyler and his friends would still show up at Cobra Kai. Hawk would still be surprised to see them, and he would be mad. He would still say that they weren't Cobra Kai material, but Carice would say that they needed natural athletes. Those events would carry on. Kyler would still recognize Hawk, and he would still make fun of him. Hawk would get mad, and he would want to fight Kyler, so Kyler would fight Hawk in this timeline. Kyler would smile, thinking he could easily defeat Hawk, so Hawk and Kyler would start fighting in this timeline. Hawk would strike first, and he would start attacking Kyler. Kyler would get mad, and he would try to fight back, but Hawk would get more aggressive, and he would easily take Kyler down. Hawk would take out his anger on Kyler, remembering all the things that he did to him, so Hawk would defeat Kyler in this timeline. Everyone in the dojo would be surprised, so in this timeline, Kyler would never join Cobra Kai, and without Kyler and Cobra Kai, Brooks wouldn't stay, and the events of Season 3 would carry on. Hawk would continue his training at Cobra Kai. Johnny would eventually help Miguel recover the ability to use his legs, so Johnny would still form Eagle Fang in this timeline, and eventually Robbie would still be released from juvie, and much like in the original timeline, he wouldn't want to go with Daniel or Johnny. The All Valley tournament would still be cancelled, but Miguel and Sam would still save it. Those events would stay the same. Miguel and Sam would still be celebrating, and Robbie would still show up. Robbie would be surprised to see them, and he would feel betrayed, so Robbie would still leave. So Robbie would still join Cobra Kai, and Hawk wouldn't be happy to see him. The events of Season 3 would continue. Kyler would be afraid of Hawk, and Hawk would start to bully Kyler. The house fight would still happen in this timeline. Since Kyler wasn't there, Miguel would want to fight Hawk, so Hawk and Miguel would still fight, and Hawk would easily defeat Miguel. Miguel would be on the floor, and this is when Hawk would realize that he was on the wrong side. He would look around, and he would realize that he was fighting his friends, so Hawk would help Miguel get back up, and he would apologize to Miguel. Miguel would accept Hawk's apology, so Miguel and Hawk would help save Dimitri, and much like in the original timeline, Hawk would still apologize to Dimitri, and Dimitri would forgive Hawk. The season would still end the same way. Johnny would still confront Carice, and they would still fight. Daniel would still show up, and those events would stay the same, and Carice would still propose a tournament. Daniel and Johnny would still team up, so Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do would still train together. And that is where I'm gonna end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Hawk fought Kyler during the events of Cobra Kai Season 3? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.